Hello everybody, it is Pixel Heather and I hope you are enjoying spooky season as much as I always do. And for one of our 31 days recipes this year, we are going to be making caramel apple cake. For that we are going to need heavy cream or half and half, vanilla, sugar, salt, baking soda, 3 eggs, apples, about 3 cups sliced. Gonna need oil, white sugar, brown sugar, a little more salt, and some butter. And I think I said flour, but if not, hey, there's the flour. We're all good. Alright, well, you know the drill. Let's get going. Okay, our first step is going to be to combine all the dry ingredients into one bowl. Gonna add our flour, our white sugar, our first measurement of salt, and our baking soda. I'm going to take a whisk and combine that all together really well. And then I'll be back to do the wet ingredients. Okay, and then we'll want to combine our wet ingredients separately together. And that'll be 3 eggs, our oil, and our vanilla. Alright, the next step once we get all those well combined together is to, well, combine them together. So we're going to be adding in our wet ingredients into our dry ingredients and thoroughly mixing that together. And our cake combined afterwards will be a nice thick and oily looking batter. Okay, before we put that in the oven, we're going to mix in most of our apples except for the nice design I've left to top off our cake for when we turn it over. Anyways, chopped it up medium fine. We're going to be putting that into our cake and then baking it for about 50 to 60 minutes on 350. But I'll show it to you before we put it in. And there is our cake, boys and girls, and we're going to be putting that into the oven as instructed before. Okay, and while our cake is cooking, I'm going to take the liberty of making our topping, and for that we're going to need salt, half and half, brown sugar, and our butter. I think I mentioned it in the initial listings of ingredients, but I thought I'd tell you now. I'm going to start out with butter. Get that melting nice and, liquidy. And as our butter starts to melt, we're going to add in our half and half. And our salt. And our brown sugar. We're going to start whisking all that together thoroughly and making a nice caramelly brown sauce. Well, our cake cooked for about 50 minutes and is all golden brown, decent texture. And I put this nice little pattern of apples on top. So the only thing left to do is drizzle the caramel on and see how it tastes. Alright, we have our sauce for the top of our egg. Let's save a little bit to put on each slice. Put that right around. Make sure each side of it gets some. If it dribbles down the side, I am not worried. There we go. Alright, I'm going to give that about 5 or 10 minutes to set, and then I'll cut into it, and we'll see how it goes. We've cut a slice of it. I'm going to dive right in. I like how thick but still crunchy this ended up being. Let's try it out. Oh, wow. This is really good. It pretty much tastes like a caramel apple, too. Because it has all that density, the taste of apple that apples give you, and then that sweet little drizzle on top. That's really awesome. It's a little tiny bit dry. And that just might be me. Well, I would 10 out of 10 make this again. And if you like what you saw or have any opinions or want to make it for yourself, leave a like, leave a comment, And I'm going to finish my piece of apple cake. And see you in the next video.